The sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So LSU's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Dart. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake. Throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up. And if you
touchdown, Rebels! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part.
Oh, they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's their 2nd fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day 1. That's elementary school when you're learning how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Caught behind the line. It's Harris. At the 40, there he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create fires one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Going to the ground. They knock him down right there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Bentley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
play action on first down. Fires on the run. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Got his man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Fast motion from the offense. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. A third down play to open up this quarter. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The 40. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Back to the air one more time. On target to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw, it's Dart. He's right on target. Touchdown, Rebels! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back to throw, it's Dart. Finds his man.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Priestcorn. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Harris. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he's dragged down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team,